Alright everybody, what's going on? It's Thundershot, and today we have a team battle for you guys. We are going to do Team Swords, so we're going to go ahead and start out with, I think, I'm going to do this in order of what I think the power level would be. We're going to leave him with Costume 1, actually, just because his Costume 1's pretty sick. So yeah, we have Team Sword versus Team Steroids, Team Jacked, Team whatever you want to call them, Team Ripped to all hell, Team Works Out Too Much, whatever. But first team is Team Sword, which consists of everyone with a sword, Super Saiyan Trunks, Demon King Deborah. I was saying his name Deboria for the longest time, so I'm sorry I fucked that up if you saw it in my videos like that, but his name is Deborah. Give him an alternate costume, because why not? Max Computer, I'm not giving any of them health, because this is a team fight, and we don't want it to drag on forever. And for the final Blade person, what I've seen so far to be the toughest person in this game to kill, Super Janemba. Leave him with his original costume. And then there's his Max Computer. So there we go. We have Team Blade versus Team Steroids. Team Sword versus Team Steroids, whatever you want to call it. And starting off for Team Steroids, we're going to go from lowest power level to highest power level. And I have to remember who all this is. So I think we're going to start off with... Oh god, I forgot who everyone was. We have this guy. And then we have this guy. Who the hell is the third? Oh yeah, okay. Never mind, I got this. Super Trunks being the first guy, and we're gonna go ahead and make sure. I gave him his alternate costume. I think it just changes it to gray. Super Trunks to start out. I want to say he wouldn't be as big as full power Bojack. Is my guess, because it took Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan to be full power Bojack. So I think I'm right on that one. So we're just gonna keep it in order of power level. So we go Super Trunks, Full Power Bojack as the second member. He was the least ripped. We had to find a third, but we decided Full Power Bojack was the most ripped in this game. Aside from our final character, Super Saiyan Broly. We're only sticking with Super Saiyan because Super Saiyan 3 would be a force to be reckoned with. And we'll check here, Max Computer Broly type. So there we go. Looks like we got our fight all set up. 3 versus 3. Oh shit. 3 versus 3. Team Sword versus Team Steroids. And they are going to fight in the Ruined City. Because I said so. There's a fight going on in the Twitch chat about the worst Dragon Ball Z game of all time. It's pretty entertaining. But here we go. This should be a good one. And we've done all the good maps so far, so try and stop me. Well, starting out with Trunks versus Trunks, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, in theory, Super Trunks should be stronger. He's also a lot slower, though, so we'll see how this one gets going. Trunks fighting himself, and they're both from the future, so that's pretty trippy. As they begin to charge up, Sword Trunks goes Burning Heart, while Roid Trunks punches that out, breaks his guard, and then hits him with an Explosive Wave. That's one of the most dangerous combos in the game, and it hits for a lot of damage. Guaranteed, almost. Super Trunks getting the upper hand, as we all thought he would here. Now charging up. He's got a lot more ki than Sword Trunks, but Sword Trunks charges a lot quicker. As Sword Trunks blows a Wild Sense there, and now he's out of ki again. Taking all the ki blasts, he just can't dodge them quick enough. Super Trunks coming in, kicking him away. Super Trunks getting a huge lead here to start out with. Already knocked him down a bar and a half of health. Breaks his guard. Now he's rushing him. Flies right through a light pole and then a building on the side just to do it. Almost hit him with a big attack there, but Sword Trunks kicked him out of it. And Sword Trunks really needs to get some offense going here, as he has only hit Super Trunks maybe once since the entire fight started. He needs to break some guard or something. Super Trunks is just waylaying on Sword Trunks. Another big punch to the face, taking him down 2.5 bars of health already. Sword Trunks finally getting some offense, but has the damage already been dealt? Burning Heart, that gives him increased melee and basically all of his offense is up, just to kind of shorten that. Any kind of offense he does is up, but he needs a little bit of defense right now as he keeps getting punched in the face. Finally breaks the guard. Does he do anything with it? Yes, he got a few good punches in, but it's still nothing compared to the damage that's been dealt to him so far. He's going to need a super attack or an ultimate attack or something to save him here soon. No guard in that punch. That is way too big to guard. You just got to get out of the way and hope that it misses. Trying to kick, but Super Trunks is blocking everything and then hitting him with everything he's got after that. Look at that hair, man. Look at how much bigger. His hair got more ripped. Like, just consider that fact for a second. His hair got musclier. I guess it had grown from that time. Inexperienced power up for Sword Trunks. That gives him more melee. Not breaking guard again as a Snap Banish War starts. Sword Trunks finally wins, but he is starting out with his team with a huge disadvantage here. The swords are going to be at a loss to start this one, assuming Sword Trunks doesn't make the most epic comeback we've ever seen. Knocking him backwards, and there it goes. Super Trunks only losing a bar of health. The steroids are working perfectly as the next sword wielder steps onto the field in hopes of doing better than Sword Trunks did. Now charging up again. Deborah's charge rate isn't that fast, but it is faster than Super Trunks. The musclier people tend to have slower charge rates for whatever reason. It's just harder for them to circulate the energy through their gigantic bodies. As Sword Trunks goes, or not Sword Trunks, Super Trunks goes Raging Soul mode, and Deborah stays at high tension. We'll see how this goes. It looks like he's going to be able to get Raging Soul mode up, though, as he kicks him away and begins the Snap Banish Wars. Yep, there it is. This is actually good for Deborah to burn as much Raging Soul mode as he can. Actually getting some slashes in, though. I don't know if Sword Trunks actually got a sword swing off that whole fight, but Deborah actually putting work in. He's got a special thing with his sword where he can make it go away and reappear. Explosive Wave to stop the attack. We're actually seeing Deborah implement some sort of strategy here where Sword Trunks did not. There are too many Trunkses in this battle for me to keep my head straight here. He backed away from the punch, but then he stepped into it. That's just going to make it hurt worse as they both begin to charge up. Again, even though Super Trunks knocked him away first, the charge rate advantage still goes to Deborah for that one, just because the big people charge so slow in this game. Kicking him away, Super Trunks comes in with a kick to the face. More of those muscly, beefy punches. I'll tell you what, though, Super Trunks is not that tall. Burning attack misses, thank God, for Deborah. Sword Trunks is not as tall as you would think, though, as Deborah actually stands bigger than he does. Excuse me for the coughs. And Super Trunks putting a good chunk of damage into Deborah. Now the question becomes, are we even going to see the fight? Is Broly even going to have to touch the field? As the Explosive Wave knocks Super Trunks back pretty heavily. But is Broly even going to have to touch the field? Because it looks like Super Trunks is going to mop up Deborah before this one ends, as their health bars are almost even now. Deborah knocking him away. I don't know if Super Trunks was going for that big punch or not. A parry shot. The kick gets in before the stab does. Looked like Deborah was sizing him up, but he didn't get the shot off. As Super Trunks begin to charge up again. Deborah now charging up. We'll see if he goes high tension mode. Super Trunks going to hit high tension. Inexperienced power up he went with. Neither of them going Raging Soul mode there. Kind of surprising. But Super Trunks' melee does more. And when Super Trunks has that inexperienced power up, he does so much damage per slow, bulky punch. It's unreal. Huge Snap Banish War going on right now. This may be the longest one we've ever had. This is the longest one we've ever had. Can somebody count this? Do we have a tally? Okay, so during that Snap Banish War, I'm not going to lie, I actually went and I took a huge crap and I got everything cleaned up, don't worry about it. I'm back now, but it didn't look like I missed anything because they were Snap Banishing for about 3 hours, so we should be alright here. But anyways, we're back now. If anyone in the YouTube comment section would like to let me know how many Snap Banishes that was, just count. And then put it in the comments, that would be incredible because that was easily the longest one we've ever had. But we're back now and their health bars are relatively even, but you have to remember, Team Sword is down an entire... Team Sword is down an entire... Oh, he almost got punched in the face. He dodged it. Team Sword is down an entire character is what I'm trying to say. Deborah really needed to clean up here and then at least get a good chunk of damage done to the next guy coming out if he wants to give Team Blades any kind of chance at all, because Super Trunks is putting in real work in this fight. Another Snap Banish War. Excuse me for the burps. Yeah, I'm going to take a nap real quick. Oh, what did I miss? Okay. Looks like Trunks coming out on top of that one. I was so into how long the first one lasted, I don't remember who won it. But Deborah has after him in strike, but he's not going to do anything with it as he goes on the offense here. Knocking Super Trunks around 3 times again. He's going to need to hit him with a super attack here or something to finish him off. I don't think we've seen hardly any supers come from either of these two guys the entire battle. Narrowly dodging some of these blasts, not dodging that one. And Deborah choosing to tag out with a bar of health left, and he's only got one guy to tag into. It doesn't look like Trunks is going to contest it as Super Janemba hits the field. Let's see if Super Janemba can do anything at all. Super Janemba can take a Finish Buster to the face. Oh my god, is Super Trunks going to do this all on his own? That's the real question. Obviously, the steroids are too strong. Super Janemba kicks him away. Excuse me for the coughs again, I'm sorry. Super Breath Cannon. Trunks takes it to the face. He tried to backflip out of it, but all that made it do was hit him in the ass, so he's got that going for him. Super Janemba's charge rate is insanely fast, although he is already down a bar of health. He now goes into Raging Soul mode. Super Trunks is one shot, and there it is. Super Trunks is now down. Janemba's Raging Soul Mode, I believe, yeah, it stops ticking during the intermission between the two fighters. So now Super Janemba's got dematerializing, flying through buildings to go take on full power Bojack, who knocks him away. Still knocking him away, burning up more of that Raging Soul Mode, and Super Janemba has one of, if not the scariest Raging Soul Mode of all time. I used to think it was Kid Buu, but after the whole Kid Buu Janemba battle, I'm now more convinced that Super Janemba is scarier than Kid Buu, which I never thought could be achieved. Super Janemba waylaying on Bojack, as he needs to. Remember, Dabura only has 1 bar of health left, and Team Steroids already have, I mean, they still have an entire another character. Full power Energy Blast. It's the transmission. Bojack blocks it with a barrier. I believe that's his signature move. And it's a really good one to have, because if anybody gets up close and personal with you, you just barrier them away. It's pretty solid. They're now at angles where they can't see each other. Grand Smasher. Alright, after that shot connects, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I no longer think Team Blade can win this one. Team Sword... Super Breath Cannon. Misses entirely. Yeah, I no longer think Team Sword can win this one. Super Janemba has just a little over a bar of health left. Dabura only has 1 bar of health left. And the other team, Super Breath Cannon to the face, has an entire Broly. Team Roids has an entire Super Saiyan Broly left, who they're going to go ahead and tag in right now. Janemba's going to try to get the advantage here. I don't blame him for it. He needs every advantage he can get at this point. Janemba winning 1. This is his best of 5. Janemba winning 2. 1 more and he'll be guaranteed the advantage. Janemba winning 3, so we know these last 2 fights don't matter. Janemba will have the advantage when Broly comes into play. And there we go. He knocks Broly away. This gives him a chance to charge up, get a little key advantage on Broly to start the fight with. Following it up with some sword shots. Broly's going to charge, though. Broly's type is to be belligerent and relentlessly pursue his opponent. So he just gets really excited to beat you up and never stops chasing you down. This makes it very hard to charge, and when you're a character like Janemba, I feel like you almost need to charge to get going. But Janemba's doing alright. He's fast. He has a very good speed advantage on Broly. He's had a very good speed advantage on just about everybody so far, but it really shines against Broly because Broly is notoriously slow, but incredibly strong. Janemba surprisingly decided not to go Raging Soul Mode there. That really could have helped him. Broly, on the other hand, going Raging Soul Mode. This could be bad. This could be the end of the match. As Janemba gets a throw. He's now behind him. I think he's saving for his moment to strike, hitting him with all those sword slashes, kicking him away. Kind of flying around, sizing each other up. Broly with a huge bitch slap away. And Janemba's got a lot of ground to cover. As he gets kicked in the face over and over again, it looks like he's going to cover none of that ground, and Broly beats him into the ground with none of his life left. He fades away, and in comes Dabura to basically receive his ass kicking and then go home, because there's still there's all this Broly left, and then on top of that, we still have full power Bojack had like 2 bars of health left, so this is a really tough hill for Dabura to climb here. We'll see if he can get anything done. But I called this fight a while ago, and I still stand by that. I don't think it's going to go any differently. That was a really weird little exchange. Dabura's got to stay on top. Eraser Cannon, if he takes this, it's over. He takes that, it's over. It's not actually over. He has a few shots left in him. There it is, the uppercut. I don't even know. There's not a lot of point in commentating anymore. That's how over this fight is. Dabura fighting his little heart out, though, giving it everything he's got. Big sword slash, knocking Broly away. Another one. A third. Explosive wave. He blocks it, but it still does what was half of his remaining health. So another explosive wave, blocked or not, will finish off Dabura at this point. Both charging up. Dabura's going to need an after image strike. I would have said Raging Soul Mode, but okay. And the punch! No! Dodged. He just doesn't want to give up yet. Another block. That would have ended it. He has 1 hit left in him. What a fierce little guy. He's trying to fly away. He's just prolonging the inevitable. The uppercut misses, and there it is. The explosive wave KOs, blocked or not. There was no living that shot. But at least we got to see Broly step on the field. So at the end of that fight, it looks like the final score is going to be, well, Team Roids goes ahead and win this one, assuming that we don't disqualify them for using Roids. But that's basically the moral of the story, kids, is if you want to win sporting events, if you want to be good at fighting, just cheat and take a lot of beaver and horse tranquilizers. That should get you through to the end. But anyways, I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe. I do these fights regularly. Go ahead and leave a like the video. As always, I'm Thundershot, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.